You are tuned into
F Your Life Radio Podcast. Your mom would not approve.
Yeah. Shout out to Agent Scully.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Steve, what's happening on your radio show?
Yeah. Well, there's a whole lot going on, apparently. We got Agent Scully. What was the other guy? Mulder?
Yeah, Fox Mulder.
Fox Mulder. What was, and that was David Duchovny, right?
Yeah.
He's the fucking man.
No, he's awesome.
By the way.
He's savage about his cabbage. Yeah.
This is like the dance.
Oh, is this the fucking shitty EDM remix?
This is the EDM version.
Is this the fucking DJ Snake?
He's about to drop it.
Is the beat about to drop?
Get ready.
Let the beat drop. Let's see.
I'm going to build it up.
Okay.
Here we go.
You're building up.
Here we go.
Let that shit drop, cuh.
A lot of hype.
Okay. We're live. We are live. Live action. Yes, sir. The full way, the right way. This is F Your Life Radio. Got the team with me.
Special shout out.
Yes, sir. Soy Sauce Boss is in the building. What up, though?
What the fuck? What the fuck is up?
Nice. Fuck the Chris is here. What up, though?
Fox the Mulder.
Yeah, man. Special guest in the studio tonight. I'm very excited to have him here. Friend of the show. He's been here once before. The albino lizard is in the building. What up, though?
Yo.
Nice. Well done, sir. Actually,
thanks for having me.
He was here on, what was that, episode 3? I believe he was here. So go back and listen to that if you'd like to get familiar with the albino lizard. I will say this. I just checked my FICO. My credit score is improved by at least 30 points by him being in the room.
Just by osmosis.
So, is it points, by the way? Is that how credit scores go? Is it points?
Score, yeah.
But, like, if it goes up, is it points?
It's got to be, right? If
Your
it's a
score goes up.
Okay, well, my score went up by, let's say, by 30 what,
By
though?
a few points. You're right.
Points.
Yeah, points.
Okay. So that has happened. Let me just get people familiar who have not listened. The albino lizard is one of the whitest dudes that I know, but he also fancies him some trap music.
Still cultured.
Yes, he's still he's fresh from his finance job. He came here.
He's fully tucked.
He's got his shirt tucked in. He's got a very, very nice, very pleated, clean collared shirt on. He's got dress shoes on that cost more than my life. So it's exciting.
He looks like Bruce Willis from some sort of 80s.
Like if Bruce Willis went to court.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
There was that 80s sitcom when he had hair.
Oh, I don't know.
Moonlighting or some shit like
But
that.
oh yeah, moonlighting.
Yeah, look
well,
that
if
up.
Bruce Willis had like a court date, you would be him right now.
Right.
Or if he was like showing off a house that he's selling.
Right.
You know what
or
I
if he had a
mean?
listing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with court date.
Right. But thank you for coming. I appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
Now let me fuck you over now that you are.
Please do.
So a lot of people don't realize this. The albino lizard once set a record in 2007, I believe. He made an appearance on Fox 10 News. Was it Fox 10?
2008, Channel 15.
It was Channel 15 News. Okay. And that's local news here in Phoenix, Arizona.
The Valley's news leader, I believe.
Well, thanks for plugging them, even though they don't give one entire fuck about us. But I appreciate clarifying that. However, he once set a record, and this is documented, the longest run-on sentence in the history of live television.
I have that.
You have the clips.
I have the full clip.
So the full clip, the right
The
clip.
full clip, the right clip.
So I'd like to. Can you give us? Can you white-splain to me, albino lizard, how exactly this clip came about? What? So you were on your way to work to your finance job, where, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Set the stage for you. So 2008, 5 in the morning,
Yes.
stockbroker job.
Okay. White.
I'm completely Caucasian.
Yeah. Caucasoid.
Exceeding all levels of Caucasian.
Caucasity.
Right.
Yes.
5 a.m., leave the house, go for my daily cup of coffee.
Your cup of Joe, if you will.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
So I go into a Starbucks.
Okay.
I come out, and now it's about 5:30 in the morning.
Right.
So now what happens is I see there is an empty parking lot.
Okay.
And there happens to be a news van.
Right. And they're desperate to talk to somebody.
Channel 15, HD News, light, just spotlight in the empty parking lot.
The Valley's news leader.
Yeah. Apparently, they didn't plan this accordingly. So
Shut up.
Basically, this news anchor lady starts harassing me.
Right.
She's like, sir. I'm like, I gotta go to my
You're
job.
late to your white job,
I got my coffee. I gotta get on time. Always on time. Stockbroker.
Right.
No, it'll just take a minute, sir. Just be a minute of your time. I promise. It's we really appreciate it if you just give us 3 minutes of your time.
So what had happened to where previously to where they felt like they had to talk to you? Why did they want to talk to you?
So earlier that year in 2008, it was probably just a couple weeks before, there were the notorious Phoenix Lights.
Which... Okay, so let's...
Not the original ones.
Not the original ones, because
Those were in, like, 97.
1997.
Okay. It was like
so
a reboot.
let me white-splain to everyone else, to all the listeners. So there's this reoccurring phenomenon, if you will, that happens here in Arizona and across the world, but mainly here in Arizona, because this is where the fuck shit happens, is there's like, what would you call them, extraterrestrial sightings, UFO sightings?
Well, allegedly.
No
one really knows exactly.
It's tough to tell.
Yeah.
Okay. So...
There's organizations out there investigating all this.
Right, so that had happened. So then there had been another sighting, right? That's why they were talking to you?
Yeah.
Or that's what they were trying to investigate? The Valley News Leader?
Let me just clarify, Soy Sauce Boss. So in 97, there were what was known globally now as the Phoenix Lights. It was a big phenomenon.
Right.
Everybody fucking saw it in 97. It was a huge deal. There's a documentary about it. You know what I mean? All sorts of people fucking all over. There's no explanation for it.
Right. Well, they tried to say it was like some kind of government thing, right?
That was military thing.
They tried to sweep it under the rug.
Thing. Well, in 08 or 05 or whenever this was that occurred with the Valley News Leader,
right.
It was like another incident very similar to the 97 Phoenix Lights.
Okay. So then they're stopping, and they asked Albino Lizard to white-splain.
Yeah, so then they just happened to be in this parking lot.
Okay, so there's that. So you have this clip, Soy Sauce. Do you have the full clip? The right clip?
Yeah, I have the clip of
Is it like YG with a full clip?
Yeah, it's the full clip.
Okay, so let's run that. So 5:30 a.m. Let me set the stage. 5:30 a.m. Your morning cup of Joe. You are on your way to your white job, where you are defrauding foreign governments, and then allegedly, the news pops up on you, and they ask you about the Phoenix Lights that have returned. Right? Is that correct?
Minus the fraud, it was just strictly service, but absolutely. Just for the record, no fraud.
Allegedly.
No fraud at all, but absolutely, yeah. I was coerced into giving an interview at 5:30 in the morning.
Right. Okay.
Just to clarify, he's
And to clarify the
legal regulations.
No, he's well within government regulations.
Yeah.
So there was no defrauding.
Live television, 5:30 in the morning.
Okay, let's go. Run it.
Podcasts also aren't even regulated by the FCC, so fuck everybody.
Yeah. He defrauds foreign governments.
Yeah.
I was just kidding.
How uncomfortable you got when you said it.
But not really.
Allegedly, and no, that doesn't happen ever.
No.
But it does, but it doesn't.
No, but it happens all the time.
I'd have
But other
way
than that,
more money.
No, but it definitely happens. But not
all the
by
time.
Albino Lizard.
But not at all, but every day, though.
But every single day he does it.
All right, here we go.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, it's tough to tell. I took a glance at it yesterday on the internet.
Yes.
I saw the 4 consecutive lights, the different pictures, and it seems to be a common thing nowadays.
Yes.
It seems like every other, 3 months there's something in the news about these lights. So it'd be nice if we can, get some finalization and some clarity on the subject. But it seems at this point everything's still up in the air, as to what it is. Nobody knows exactly what it is. So it's kind of tough to tell without any proof. But I guess there's definitely a good chance of life out there other than ourselves.
Same sentence.
It seems like there has to be at one point, and hopefully these investigators will have some answers for us. It probably won't be anytime soon, but hopefully in the future.
The Valley News Leader. So so I picture, and I wasn't there. I watched this. This was on television, and we have the clip. This has sort of been, so all of us have been friends for a very, very long time. But this tough to tell thing has sort of been the running gag amongst us, our group of friends, for almost 10 years now. And let me ask you, was the producer, whoever was on site, were they just like doing the thing, the throat slash sign thing with like this, like the cut it? Or like, was there anybody, or wrap it up, or doing like, because that was the longest sentence in the history of time.
Right. Yeah. I basically forgot what punctuation was.
Well, it's fine. No, and in your defense, it was 5:30 in the morning, and you were thinking about which foreign government you wanted to defraud. But
well, it's tough to tell.
That is the essence of white-splaining, by the way. And you were very articulate. Don't get it fucked up. You were very articulate.
Knows exactly what it is.
No, to answer your question, the producer, honestly, I felt like he was just grateful to have one body.
At 5:30 a.m.
He was he was going to let me go as long as I could, as long as I wanted to.
Well, you did.
That's what she said.
That is also what she said.
I actually told the lady that was interviewing me that her hair was out of place, and I think that, and then she looked at the producer and said, "Hey, wait, that's your job."
No way. Yeah. Oh, so you were also
that's
the producer
unknown
of
fact. That's an unknown
That's
fact.
a behind-the-scenes fact. That you were also a field producer for the Valley News Leader.
I was doing so much.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of hats to wear in one morning. So let me ask you this, Albino Lizard. And I'm glad that you're playing this music right now, Soy Sauce, because has your opinion varied or swayed on extraterrestrial life? Because this is sort of a hot topic of conversation, if you will.
Have we got any finalization or clarity?
Has there been? Is it still tough to tell?
Well, it's
tough to tell.
Not as tough to tell. It's not as tough to tell. And I do want to reiterate, too, we are almost at the 10-year anniversary of this.
Of the
4 consecutive lights.
Of the 4 consecutive lights or the run-on sentence. Which one?
Both.
Okay.
So the only thing I can say is I love that you guys are doing this show right now because it is relevant in pop culture, especially within our country right now. Because we're talking about the WikiLeaks, leaked emails, this and that.
Yes.
But there was one thing that I read where there were some emails that were discovered where an astronaut who is now deceased was basically communicating with some higher ups in the government all the way up to some of the people.
Oh, this was in the WikiLeaks. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right. And then so he's basically telling these higher ups in our government, hey, the Pope already knows about it. It's been something we covered up from.
Why would the Pope give a fuck, or why would it be important that the Pope knew? I know
it's like the Da Vinci Code. Just think Da Vinci Code.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So then Da Vinci Code, astronauts telling our government, hey, we got to start thinking about actually disclosing this to the American people before they find out from another country and think we're all bozos.
Right.
And then he dies.
How did he die? Was it one of the things where he quote unquote died in his sleep?
Right. So he was a little older. So we'll just say natural causes.
Right.
It's
allegedly.
To tie it all back in, it's still tough to tell, but it's not as
tough
to
it's
tell.
tough to tell.
There's a little bit more clarity.
I think you just broke your record for the run-on sentence.
It'd be nice if we can get some finalization and some clarity on the subject.
What can we tell?
Because you just told that was a lot, but what can we tell at this point?
We don't have the key word here is proof. So we don't have proof that there's life out there other than
ourselves with the head tilt. As to
what it is, nobody.
Let me ask
exactly
you.
So it's kind of tough to tell without any proof. But I guess
it would be. I've always felt, and it's always Arizona too, where this fuck shit happens.
It's always desert areas.
It's always desert terrain. New Mexico, Area 51. Yeah. Or it's always somewhere in the Middle East. Again, desert sort of terrain. It would be sort of ignorant at this point to think, as vast as the universe is, or as vast as space is, that we would be the only form of intelligent life. Like, is that? I mean, how crazy?
That was kind of my unofficial take on the whole deal, and I just get and what I think subconsciously looking back at it now, you reflect on past experiences. I felt like if I had stopped or punctuated at any point, I wouldn't have been able to muster back up anything that you
get it all out.
It would have been total block at that point. If I stopped talking, I would have no fucking clue.
Extraterrestrial.
I think that because for 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, there was a whole UFO culture.
Yeah.
There was all because sci-fi was picking up in the 50s, Area 51.
Yeah, when was Roswell? That was
in the 50s.
In the 50s?
40s, I think, 50s. But then all the sci-fi movies started coming out in the 50s. So everybody in the world claimed they were abducted, or they had these really phony ass UFO
the Spielberg
sort of sightings or whatever, where it was kind of tough to tell.
Before the internet, when you could lie.
Right. No, exactly. But that's all slowed down now. Well, now I know in the 60s, 70s, 80s, there was all these different cases of people, claiming to be abducted. I watched Fire in the Sky last night. Have you guys seen that movie?
Yeah.
Where it's a true story, allegedly, and it takes place in northern Arizona. This dude named Travis Walton, who claims that he was abducted. I want to dance with this music playing. I just want to fucking dance. I want to like drop some. I want to allegedly take some Molly and like really talk about aliens and dance.
Extraterrestrial.
With this music playing.
Lizard-like.
So yeah, I watched that last night just because I wanted to get into like alien/lizard mode. I would listen. And what's the thing with aliens? Why are they obsessed with anal sex? Because anybody who claims that they were abducted also claims that they were probed anally.
I have a theory.
Okay.
Small dick.
What do you mean?
Well,
like your
theory is small dick? What, the aliens have small dicks?
Right.
Why do they have dicks, though?
Why do they have dicks at all?
It could be like an advanced form of fucking.
I would fuck an alien.
You would fuck an alien?
Yeah, it's on my bucket list.
Is there any criteria? Like, they have to look a certain way, or they can't be a certain way?
No, they just have to be an alien.
Okay.
An alien with a pulse.
You just put your dick inside of it.
Why not?
Just roll the dice, huh?
Yeah, fuck it. It could be a female, could be a male. I won't know.
Maybe
you know what I mean?
If they don't have dicks, then they're obsessed with probing.
Right. Well, that's what. Maybe they don't, or you think the aliens have small dicks, so they want.
So it's either because you asked why they go for anal.
Right. Well, they do. That's what people say.
Right. And I'm thinking, generally speaking, anal's a little tighter.
Right.
Or a lot tighter.
Oh, so they have little tiny dicks
So
that hole would suffice.
Right.
I get it.
Or
extraterrestrial.
Have dicks at all.
Right.
They're just going.
They're just like sticking inanimate objects.
They're going for the deepest, largest cavern.
Right.
Well, it's tough to tell.
Yeah, it is tough to tell. I just think in 2016, if aliens did exist, in a perfect world for me, they would pull up and they would just shout at us, "I'm vegan, I have a rescue dog, and I do CrossFit," and they would dip. That's what they would do. Those are the three things you have to say first before you say to anything.
To your point,
they're probably vegan because they don't. What do they eat unless they eat people?
Some space fluid or something,
right?
Like in the Matrix,
some kind of matter.
Yeah, it has all the essential amino acids.
I think there is definitely a chance at aliens, but I don't think it's any of those like probing people in the butt.
Yeah,
like,
it's not anal.
Like you're already out of your mind and saying you got abducted, and you have a weird thing with your butt.
Right.
You're just like,
now you're saying you were abused as a child.
Yeah.
They might just be taking someone's temperature, making sure they're good.
Maybe they're trying to be helpful. I don't. So fuck the Chris. You are saying that there is possibly life out there other than ourselves.
I would think there's a good chance with how big.
But they're not like with the beady eyes and the weird shaped heads and shit.
And they didn't just play with your butt and then bounce like, okay, we're done here. We're all set. We got fucking this random guy's asshole like matter.
One asshole at a time.
Yeah, we're good.
All assholes matter.
Oh my god. Alien lives matter.
Alien lives matter. Do you think
aliens totally exist, bro?
You know what I mean?
Soy sauce.
Here comes soy sauce.
You know what I mean?
Hitting the dab. Allegedly. Soy sauce, do you think if there is alien life, it's more on some like Avatar shit? Or do you think it's like where there's...
Aliens definitely exist. I mean, the thing is...
How can you say definitely is what I'm saying?
Because I know, for sure.
Is it? It's because
I got probed.
Yeah, you say it's
a wise man once said it's tough to tell.
A wise man once said it's tough to tell.
Yeah.
I don't have any proof, but the bottom line is that they are there.
Right.
Because
that makes so much sense. Soy sauce.
I don't have any proof, but I know definitely. Right?
I know definitely.
Definitively.
Here's why I know definitely.
I don't have proof, but they are 100% real.
If there's a planet,
yes,
in the sweet spot of like a sun like
orbiting
ours,
around a star,
like a star like ours,
okay,
with water and land, and the same similar circumstances,
right?
Then there's guaranteed life there.
What about the Earth 2.0 thing? Wasn't there Earth 2.0 that they discovered?
We found tons
of them. Yeah.
They're just trillions of light years away, and one light year is like 150 trillion miles.
Are we
can't get to them.
In true United States fashion, are we going to colonize it?
No.
And then fucking rape all the rape and pillage all the alien race that lives there?
Extraterrestrial.
Martians, if you will.
Lizard-like and ant-like.
Wait, did you say lizard-like?
Lizard-like and ant-like.
Hold on a second.
Lizard-like.
We have the albino
and
lizard
ant-like.
in the building. This
Lizard-like and ant-like.
Are you Okay, albino lizard, can you confirm or deny that you are the spawn of an alien race? Can you confirm or deny this?
I can't do either.
Okay.
It's tough to tell.
It's tough to tell. It is.
Right.
We don't have any finalization.
We need some clarity.
But my whole point was, I don't think that they've been able to come up and, be so, like, get here.
Right.
They can't get here.
So there hasn't been
They're
actual...
flopping around like us. They're, like, stacking bananas.
Are they wondering
somewhere.
if we exist?
Yeah, they're wondering if we even exist.
So then the flying saucer thing and the UFOs, that's all
I think
hogwash.
because it just they would have to figure out how to, like, bend space and time. To get there.
What if they're that more for like
they
further advanced?
100% though, if there is aliens and we found them, war. We're going to war.
No, here's the thing.
There's not going to be... Oh, go ahead.
I got to jump in. Sorry to Independence Day.
No. Oh my God.
I was thinking Starship Troopers. But that too.
I was thinking alien sex.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if we can, get some finalization and some clarity on the subject.
Oh,
here's one I want
Extraterrestrial.
to bring it back in just a little bit because that article had two real big points. Back to your vegan example on the alien pulling up.
Which article?
The one we were talking about, the WikiLeaks.
Oh, okay.
So in that email,
but that was your article, though.
Knows exactly what.
No, this is an
independent article.
Okay.
Yeah,
this is a WikiLeaks thing saying that the astronaut was telling like the president at the time, basically, hey, we got to really seriously discuss this. Anyway, there were two things. One, the aliens knew about us, supposedly, allegedly, and they said that they would not tolerate any violence whatsoever. That's one.
Oh, this is what that astronaut said? Okay. Yeah, but he's out of his fucking mind, right?
But number two was the whole deal and the whole interaction with the aliens was to have this like super efficient energy source, right? So that we could stop all, polluting and just have this one self-sufficient energy source.
That'll get you killed. When you're talking about oil and shit.
Yeah, big oil doesn't like to hear that.
Send assassins. It's done.
Yeah. Send assassins to wipe the aliens out.
I mean, you saw what happened.
For the astronaut who speaks on it. Yeah. Who blew the whistle.
You saw what happened to Oprah when she started talking about beef.
If you're trying to get rid of like big oil and you have like the big idea,
right?
Oh, you know what I mean?
Oh, you're done.
Like,
you are fucking.
You know what I mean?
You're gonna wind up mysteriously getting robbed with all your cash on you left, and
he was
shot.
emailing that guy was emailing like John Podesta, which was like he was like a serious.
And then how long after these emails did he die? So is the circumstances surrounding his death sketchy in your opinion? Soy Sauce Boss allegedly.
I don't know how the circumstances. I mean, but
same 2-year window.
What happened to him?
I don't know. Well,
hopefully it's easy to get away with that shit now.
We don't have any finalization on that one just yet.
Yeah, if we don't have clarity, then I don't know.
It's tough to tell at this point.
It just seems like every few months, there's a new WikiLeaks. No one knows exactly.
I think that I'm going to start watching alien porn now. I'm inspired.
It's tough to tell.
Lizard-like and ant-like.
I just think it's amazing that you found the lizard-like clip, and we have the albino lizard.
Is that the Ancient Aliens?
Yeah, it's Ancient Aliens.
That's so good.
But that's like I don't watch. What's that guy's name?
And ant-like?
From Ancient Aliens, Soy Sauce. What's his?
He's just the fucking.
I can't pull it up right now.
That's fine.
Yeah,
he's an Ancient Alien.
But the Ancient Alien guy is fucking classic.
There's all sorts of memes.
Well, it's tough to tell.
There's all sorts of memes surrounding.
I'm not saying it was aliens, but it was aliens.
Right. I just there's so many, and the sightings have since the 70s, 80s, 60s have dropped astronomically.
The internet,
right?
Astronomically. Pun intended?
Pun intended on that. You like that? You see what I did there? I'm white-splaining. I'm out here. But I just don't... I'm starting to wonder if, why don't we dump a whole bunch of money, in NASA, in, the government or whatever, to really get some clarity on this? Or do they, if they do have a way of finding out if there's aliens for sure and it's not tough to tell, they wouldn't tell us about it.
Look, they're the first to know.
It would fuck up the status quo.
That's the thing. It could be very real and we would never know.
What was the thing where the alien sex, weren't you and I talking about alien sex?
I would have sex if it was, you know what I mean? If it looked like some of these superhero ones or whatever.
Like Avatar.
If it was Species, I'd totally smash.
Oh, Species.
Remember that one?
She was bad.
Yeah.
What's her, Mia Mila Jovovich.
I don't know. She was fucking hot, though.
She was super hot. If aliens are like that, I would go raw.
For sure.
I would go raw, and I would not pull out.
Take a chance.
And then it may not be so tough to tell. 'Cause you know what I mean?
Well, you'll get clarity for sure.
I'll get some finalization.
Nice
I'll put some fucking finalization in her.
And some clarity on the subject.
Wait, hey, albino lizard, can we? Because here's the thing with that video. There's a video that matches that audio. You're clearly aware of this.
Absolutely. Which I was embarrassed to actually see after I found it.
No, it's amazing.
But I've come to terms with it.
I want to somehow broker a deal. I want to post this video on the Facebook page because there's this head tilt thing that the albino lizard does. So it's okay.
I've been in negotiations.
Oh, have you? Are you already brokering a deal?
Here's the deal.
Okay.
I've started to broker. It's got his real name. He doesn't want his real name.
We can edit that. Can we edit it?
But no, because it cuts out. There's critical audio happening.
Find the blur thing.
Unless we have fancy duty fucking block the blur thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got his government name, and she says his government name.
So funny. His government name.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we don't want to.
And then that would put
a line of
your personal safety would be at risk.
You know what I mean?
My own personal safety.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
That sucks.
Well,
the
so
way
can we just edit it and just put the head tilt then? Because
like a GIF.
Let me try to like paint this picture. Like a GIF, right? Yeah. Can we make a GIF out of it? Do we know anybody? Sil can do it.
Oh yeah,
we can. You know what? I'll email Sil _138 on Instagram. Fuck with me. I need to email you this clip and have you like Silify it.
Extraterrestrial.
Destroy it.
Right, because it will self-destruct, like Mission Impossible and shit.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: he does this after the longest run-on sentence in the history of anything. He does this really, really white sort of head tilt thing, and when he's done talking, and I can't it's one of those things where you have to see it. It's so subtle, but like it's the one thing that I've been obsessing over for 10 years now.
Which makes sense because now I can see why you'd ask me if I was part lizard, because it looked like something a lizard would do.
Not only your movements and you move around similar to a lizard because you do sort of slither out of situations like very subtly
and ant-like.
Lizard-like and ant-like, I would say. Almost.
Lizard-like and ant-like.
Actually, one of my names when I was growing up, my boys would call me Ant.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Like the insect ant.
Because you were ant-like?
Offline.
Because you were lizard-like and ant-like? So basically you're an alien? I mean...
Lizard-like
There's no clarity on that.
No proof.
This one time I had a nickname, but I can't explain it on the radio, so it's kind of a dead story.
Extraterrestrial.
But it did exist.
But it did happen. We gotta somehow. Okay, well, maybe Soy Sauce Boss can continue the negotiations.
So look forward to the head tilt.
Because this head tilt is fucking unbelievable.
Well, if we just start it after the name stuff, then there's nothing else after that.
What's happening? I'd have to watch the clip because is there anything detrimental to?
Yeah, here we'll play it again. So like this part is cut
because the head tilt's at the end.
I took a glance at it yesterday on the internet. I saw the 4 consecutive lights.
It starts like right around here.
Right after she says his government name.
It seems like every other 3 months there's something in the news about these lights. So.
But you're not going to require any monetary compensation for this, are you?
Well, that's a negotiation.
Is that in negotiations?
Well, I don't know. Let's talk about it. What do you want? We don't have anything.
No. We're not
this
cashing
is not
you
white
out.
negotiation.
No, this is not.
We're poor.
Yeah, we are not defrauding us.
Let me actually bring some clarity to that.
Okay, give me some finalization because this is really tough to tell right now.
And I don't even know how it works with the news channel, so we'll have to figure that out.
The Valley News Leader.
Technically, it's their footage.
Right.
However, I didn't sign anything.
Right.
So I'm sure I'm part owner.
You're free and clear.
Right. So what I'm talking about, not from you guys, but I was talking on a separate negotiation with the Soy Sauce Boss to get that like online and get some kind of BBC $300 payment.
Right.
Well, totally unrelated to the show. However, if this happens to bring
traffic,
listeners and traffic,
yes,
and excitement and buzz, I'm all for it.
It's going to bring the head tilt.
all for
which
it.
is
That's
what
we
I
need.
want. That's what I need.
This is my early Christmas present to F Your Life Radio.
Soy Sauce Boss, will you?
I thought would be funny is if because of the clip is so white and
can we
so
add a beat
awkward,
to it?
that if we had somebody do like they made a song out of it,
Yeah,
where it's like and they
auto-tuned it. If they auto-tuned it, like Antoine Dodson.
And if that were to go viral, that's what I was telling Grant. That can be, in general sense, that can be a big money thing.
Right.
That can do a lot of things on YouTube.
No, because they make songs, auto-tune songs out of the song. What do they call those dudes? They make Songify. And they make these songs, and they sell millions of fucking things on iTunes and shit.
And of his clip, I think that would be incredible.
We gotta do it.
Those, like,
and then,
songs.
but then the head tilt repeated like over and 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 then over and over and over again.
And then sped up and then slowed down.
Oh my god, this fucking head tilt, man! You gotta. So it's the widest, most. It's peak Caucasity, is what it is.
That's
like
fine.
if you were a rapper, you would be Caucasity.
Butch Caucasity.
Butch Caucasity, if you will. Oh my god, man.
Dude, drop that beat, Rhoda.
Yeah, drop that. Let the beat drop real quick on that. And then if we could somehow get the Tough to Tell rant onto this beat. Well, you can't use this beat, though. This is a copyrighted, like, thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That would be really, really tough to tell.
It's tough to tell. I took a glance at it yesterday on the internet. I saw the 4 consecutive lights, different pictures, and it seems to be a common thing nowadays. It seems like after 3 months, there's something in the news about these lights. So it'd be nice if we can get some finalization and some clarity on the subject. But it seems at this point everything's still up in the air.
This shit is banging.
Nobody knows exactly what it is, so it's kind of tough.
We're like a bunch of white dudes named Travis are going to be in like a Jeep listening to this.
Out there.
Extraterrestrial.
There has to be at one point, and hopefully these investigators will have some answers for us.
Let that beat drop.
It won't be anytime soon, but hopefully.
Head tilt.
Yeah, and then the head tilt is going to this beat. You see what I'm saying?
It looks like it's bouncing the head.
Oh, that's so good.
We just basically made it for Sil. Now just please make
I
it.
feel like the listeners are more excited because they're on this with us on the ground floor.
No, they're a part of the creative process
For
right
sure.
now. That is
They watch the transition of that joke.
unfucking believable, man. That is crazy.
Lizard-like.
There's a
and
new
ant-like.
what's the alien movie that's like coming out soon? Arrival? Isn't that?
That came out. It's got good reviews.
Oh, it came out already?
Yeah, it's not a classic alien thing.
Oh,
though.
it's not the full way?
aliens. It's not the full way. Not what you would think.
No?
It's about like language and like.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, it's about how to communicate with them when they get.
Oh,
here.
but they don't like fuck shit up or nothing?
There might be a little like flamethrower thing, but like I don't think it's a serious action.
How it could. So it's actually closer to like possible reality
Of like that, of like how it would actually be if that were to
Because the
happen.
Independence Day is the Hollywood version, and
Right.
according to those emails, allegedly they have no tolerance for violence at all.
But no tolerance for violence would mean if we even tried anything, they would just obliterate us.
Whoever tried anything would evaporate
Right.
instantly.
They're that advanced, according to
tell.
that guy.
So then we would be better off not knowing about them because one dumb dipshit could fire off, you know what I mean, and fuck it up for all of us.
Yeah, it would take one
know what I mean?
redneck to like shoot a shot.
Like,
Like,
woo, we'll
he's
shoot
like,
him with my rifle.
Yeah.
And fucking just that humanity is gone.
Lizard-like and ant-like.
I just I saw this YouTube video where it was and it wasn't just some slouch. You know, like everyone's like got a YouTube channel or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't just some slouch, like some fucking guy. It was the ex-prime minister of defense from Canada.
Oh, I remember you told me about this.
And he's actually, and he was during the 60s and 70s when all that shit was popping off. He was the prime minister of defense. Like, he was in charge of.
Like, he's a reputable person.
Yeah, he wasn't just some fucking dude like with a tinfoil hat on, you know, in his basement and shit. He was actually saying, it's like a 20-minute long thing. I didn't have the attention span for the whole thing, but it's a 20-minute video of him basically saying that there's not only is there one alien race, there's like 4 or 5 different ones, and they all like.
Wonder, is it like Star Wars where they're all chilling together? There's like a federation.
That Star Wars thing broke the internet again.
What, the new? Oh fuck yeah!
People were trying to buy tickets on what is it, Fandango? Did you get tickets to that, Soy Sauce? Did you get tickets to the new new Star Wars thing?
I already. Yeah,
he's guaranteed for that.
Guaranteed, huh?
Where do you go to, like? Is that Fandango? Were you online at the stroke of midnight when all that shit? Because it broke the internet. It like crashed.
It always breaks the internet. I just did it in the morning when I was taking a shit.
Did you really? Like the next day?
The next morning when I was taking a shit. Huh?
How many tickets do you have?
Just 2.
And who are you taking?
I don't even know.
Fucking me, soy sauce.
I don't even give a fuck, to be honest with you.
I always actually buy 2 seats.
So you can
so I can just be luxury,
leg room,
super luxurious.
Leg
you know
room
what
sauce.
I mean? Yeah. Leg room sauce.
Yeah, no, for sure. Are you? Well, you're stoked on that too. Fuck the Chris.
That's my shit.
Yeah. I don't really give a fuck about that shit. I'll see it, but I'm not gonna go online and.
You're not member berries.
I'm not member berries that much. Yeah, remember Chewbacca?
We should get some member berries.
Yeah,
I gotta say, member berries, one of my favorite things now of all time. Remember the password?
Yeah, I remember.
Remember Slimer?
Yeah, that
remember
those South
safe?
Park dudes,
Terrestrial.
Genius.
They are fucking killing it right now with those. I think I'm with you, Albino Lizard. I think the member berries might be my favorite bit that South Park's ever done. That show's been on for 20 years.
Pete Cassidy.
Well, because everyone's into nostalgia now. They're all about these reboots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
remember Reagan?
Perfect.
Remember
when marriage between a man and a woman?
Here's what I'm pissed about. Get fucking Nintendos stocked.
Yeah.
And get them in the shelves.
Oh yeah, wait. They released the what are they called?
NES Classic.
Yeah.
Okay.
NES Classic. It comes with 30 games.
It's got like
Zelda,
Duck Hunt
it's got
and
everything. Not Duck Hunt because that doesn't work on the new.
Oh, okay.
The new TVs, yeah.
Okay.
But no, this thing was going to come out. It's $60. And it's supposed to be just available. I just thought they were going to have these things like everywhere. Like, just pick one up as you were like casually walking by.
Wait, so you can't buy them?
Walgreens and shit.
Yeah.
These things are fucking sold out like a motherfucker.
Wait, they won't restock them?
There's no stock. There's nothing. They're selling them on eBay for $4,000.
Listen to his voice. He's serious.
I don't understand.
Where's the money?
Where's the Nintendos? Where's my fucking Nintendo?
Wait, so I've been hearing about them releasing this for the last, I don't know, 6 months or something like that.
They all got bought out.
So they're not making more?
It's like, no, they're making more, but like, get it fucking done now, Nintendo.
I wanted to give a precursor. So next week, we're actually going to get into this, to the whole nostalgia thing. The whole 90s is everything 90s and late 80s, early 90s is making a very strong comeback right now.
Did it start with the My Boo song?
It sort of
was
did.
It around that time?
It was a little bit before that, but like bitches are wearing chokers and shit now.
Oh god!
Like, which was popular when I was in middle school. Anyway, I'm giving you a little preview because we're going to get into that next week on F Your Life Radio, and you can listen to that on FYourLifeRadio.com, EYLRadio.com, or FYourLifeRadio.com.
Both of them work.
Yeah, both of them are.
Because I'm a fucking web scientist. That shit is fucking
Terrestrial.
It's airtight. So we're going to get into that next week. But so you're pissed about that. You weren't able to get that soy sauce.
No, dude, I want it and I want it now.
What they're selling him on? Why would somebody buy him on eBay or Amazon for $4,000 when they could probably get one for $60
it's gonna be
if they waited
$60 in like March.
Yeah,
but they want
it now. I want it now.
I want it coming up.
What are you going to do? Are you going to pay $4,000 for that?
Fuck, never. It's like Fooknaver, dude.
It's like I'll find somebody on fucking Craigslist and then rob them.
Yeah,
for
Nintendo. Yeah, that's what you gotta do.
I just want one. Like,
yeah.
I just don't understand, guys. You know this is going to be huge.
Why would you not make it?
Look at Pokemon. Look at the fucking Pokemon thing.
They got distracted by that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And it's like, mass produce, bring in fucking 10 million of them.
Because I have a whole rant on this, but we don't have enough time today, unfortunately.
I'll fucking kill them!
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But I'm going to, next week we're going to do the whole show about this, not the whole show, but we're going to talk about this whole nostalgia 90s, late 80s thing that's making like a comeback now that I personally find fucking offensive.
Yeah.
So
because they're doing it wrong.
They are. And they're making it one of these like, whatever, I'm going to get into it next week.
Yeah.
But shout out to the Albino Lizard. I really appreciate you coming through today, man.
Oh, absolutely.
That's you're a friend of the show, and I thank you for white-splaining.
Should we play that one more time?
Yeah, just the full clip.
Just the full clip, the right clip.
Okay, here we go.
You play this
one
again.
More time.
Yeah.
No interruptions.
She asks him what's going on about these aliens at 5 a.m. while he's standing there.
She's like, what do you think about this? Do you think it's a real thing or is it a hoax?
Yeah, she's like, do you think it's a real thing or is it a hoax?
And then this sentence happens.
Here you go. Here it comes.
Well, it's tough to tell. I took a glance at it yesterday on the internet. I saw the 4 consecutive lights, the different pictures, and it seems to be a common thing nowadays. It seems like every other, 3 months there's something in the news about these lights. So it'd be nice if we can, get some finalization and some clarity on the subject. But it seems at this point everything's still up in the air, as to what it is. Nobody knows exactly what it is. It's kind of tough to tell without any proof. But I guess there's definitely a good chance of life out there other than ourselves.
And then the head tilt right there. When he says other than ourselves, the head tilt comes. And he's holding, dude, you're holding your morning cup of coffee in the most white way I've ever seen anyone hold a cup of coffee.
Yeah, it was almost like I was holding it out of the way.
Yeah.
So like it wouldn't spill.
No, right.
While I got
But the way you were holding it, it was just classic.
But he looks so proud when he finishes what he's saying. He does the head tilt. He's like so proud. Like, yeah, so there.
Well,
right
we
there.
got to continue negotiations to get that clip on the Facebook. Shout out to go to philknowsbest.com. Fuck with the homie Phil Dog. Go to Minor Threat Memes. What is his Instagram?
I think it's at Minor Threat Memes.
At Minor Threat Memes.
Or Sill.
Or at Sill_138. Fuck with those guys for sure. Go to the Facebook page if you haven't already, facebook.com/FYourLifeRadio.
Let us know what you think.
Let us know what you think. We're going to try. We are in active negotiations with the albino lizard to get that video clip on there. Follow us on Instagram at EYL_radio.
Cop an EYL shirt.
Cop an EYL radio shirt at KeyClothing.com. We just restocked on EYL shirts, so definitely do that. KeyClothing.com.
We sold out. We're big in Guatemala. What can we say?
We are here. Oh, shit. And by Guatemala, I mean Texas, of course. But we're big in Texas, too. I'm just saying. We're huge out there.
I remember.
And I remember. And
in Texas?
Other than that, don't get abducted and don't die.
F Your Life Radio Podcast with Big Steve, Chris the Key, and Soy Sauce Boss.